This is a quick tutorial on how to make a poster in Canva. So I'm on my Canva homepage here, and I can go about this a couple ways. I could make a poster from scratch, starting with totally blank, or I could find a template that maybe helps me get a little bit of the way there ahead of time. So if I wanted to find a template, I would make sure that I'm on my templates tab here. I can also click this little bubble to search through templates. And I'm just going to search for a poster, but I want to find something that I can use right away. So I'm going to think about the tone of my project. So maybe I want something that looks pretty sophisticated. So I might search sophisticated poster and just see what kind of results I get. And just so you can kind of see the difference here, these are all pretty sleek, sharp looking. I'm going to change the word sophisticated to fun and see how the results change. So you can see right away the fun posters are more colorful, bubbly. So this is a good strategy to use when searching for a template. If I don't want a template and I just want to start completely on my own, I can choose from these little bubbles here. I don't have a poster bubble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this more button over here. And I have some more options pop up. For me, I see poster right here under common layouts and sizes, but you might see it organized a little bit differently, but you should be able to find a poster option under more. And that's going to open up a new poster design in Canva. So luckily, Canva's designs all have very similar tools. So whether you're making a poster or a video or a website, it all feels pretty similar. And most of our stuff that we can add to our poster is going to live in this left-hand menu over here. So I'm going to start with elements because this is where we find the most stuff. Now, let's say I was making a poster about coming to New York. I'm going to search elements for things that I might want to include in that advertisement. Maybe I want to talk about global commerce, so I'm going to search for ships to get an idea of what might be good to include in my poster to kind of get the visual message across. I'm going to look at these photos and see what I get. Maybe I want uh, this picture looks pretty cool. I'll put that in there, make it a little bit smaller so I got room for other stuff. I can arrange it anywhere I want. Maybe I also want to talk about diversity and tolerance. I can include any of these photos. This one looks pretty cool. Another reason to come to New York. And I want to talk about how New York is an agricultural breadbasket. Maybe I'll just search breadbasket, see what I get. Just to kind of get a visual idea for people when they're looking at my poster. Make that, move those around. This is just a quick tutorial. I would make this look a lot better with a template probably, but just to kind of show you some of the tools here. I'm going to add a text box so I can explain some of this stuff. Maybe I want to start by just saying, come to New York. And that font's not very fun, so I'm going to highlight it, change it into something that's more attention grabbing. Maybe this font matches the tone of my poster better. And I can arrange my pieces, and I could add some more text boxes to kind of label these images, or maybe I want them to be designed a little bit better. Um, so the two main options I'm using over here are elements and text boxes. If you had specific images that you wanted to bring from your computer, you could use this uploads option. You can also use tools to hand draw on this poster if that seems like the best option. Another option you might consider is Magic Media. So my Magic Media button shows up right here. If you haven't used it before, you probably have to go through apps to find it. And you can just search for Magic Media. Um, but what this is an AI-powered image generator. So if you're not finding the stuff that you want through this elements option, you may need to generate an image that works for you. And you can do that by being very descriptive about what that image should be. Maybe I want to say collage of New York stamps, because that sounds like it would be a cool thing to add to the poster. So I would even probably be more specific with my description if I had the time. And I can bring those images right in there. So that's AI generated images as an option as well to add to the visuals of your poster.